The timing was for today because now, okay, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Okay, let me start over. Hey, I said, hey, Miss Leo, how you doing? Hey, the beautiful Black Jim, you sure as you are. Hey, Paula. Now, like I was saying, when I thought I had a sound, I suppose I had did this like about a week and a half ago, but just so happened his weather is terrible. So my allergies and stuff. So I just was resting. But that meant that it was supposed to be done today. Now, uh, as Lisa does a beautiful job, we're gonna take a look at the case, right? It's just that I was not able to make that live. But we got some questions too. We have some questions too. And you guys are going to have to make up your mind. Like, which one should we believe? Right? Which one should we believe? Because we are confused. We I understand how we feel, but it's how we feel about something. What's up, Sergeant in the mobile house? How we feel in the way it is. How we feel about something compared to the way it is. So we're gonna get on with this update, which I totally think that it's about nature nut or whatever. I didn't kind of see the whole thing, but some of it I did see. Right. So we're going to just start this show right now. Thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate every last one of you guys. Right. So this one again, this is from Lisa. Say what? Right. Lisa, say what? Because we're considering things that we should not be considering. Sometimes things is what the T is. Again, this is Lisa. Say what? She don't, she be getting up that stuff, boy. She get it up, give it to you. But I'm gonna give it to you. But let's go.
This morning. Like I said, between now and the trial, I think we're going to be getting a considerable amount of documents released into the public.
Thank you, Paula. Wow. My boo, my boo, my
Yes.
boo.
So while we're waiting for Andrew, our friend Andrew will be joining us shortly. I just wanted to a license. What else? Giving the police a false name, criminal trespass. Well, on behalf of what is his name? Tishmuck Zillip, UN monitor of the North and South American, Puerto Rico, and United States Virgin Islands indigenous people from the NAAIP has sent a letter to Sherry Boston, District Attorney of DeKalb County, and has demanding the release of Soka.
They demand her Indian tribe, her Indian tribe, this one that they made up. Hey, I love you too more. Oh yeah, guys. Hey Jackie, my Miss Right, all my peoples up in here. We gotta support the Black Gym, right? Cause she does really good content. I've been checking my girl out on her shorts. I love her shorts and her community board. She be doing her thing, right? Now she demanded. I demanded you let her go. Let her go now. I said let her go, and they said hell no. See, it's still a missing baby out there, right? I, I'm gonna explain why I say we got questions too, right? Some people ask questions, but I know I got other questions. I got other questions. But we're gonna start right here, right? We're gonna start right here. Well, her saying let her go. And they like, hell no.
And we'll go over it really quick, you guys. The foolishness never ends. Here it is, right here. Notice for information. Again, with the handwritten header, NAAIP, and it's addressed to Sherry Boston, District Attorney, Melody Maddox, Sheriff, DeKalb County Sheriff's Office. And it says, "Greeting, Miss Boston. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Tishmuk Zillup, UN Monitor for the North and South American, Puerto Rico, United States Virgin Islands Indigenous Representation of the Convention of United Nations Indigenous Peoples' Rights and Treaty Principles Signatory." That's a mouthful. Or of treaty with the Morea Wa Atu Nation of Aturo, some other made up shit, and Director General of the National Association for the Advancement of Indigenous People in the Americas. So that's his introduction.
I would love to know who the hell did this. Who the hell thought that was a good idea? This cult is deeper than what you guys think. This cult is much deeper. Who in the hell approved this? Who thought this was the right thing to send to court? Let's see who these people are. Right? It's by who? The NAAIP. Who is the NAAIP so we can get their ass thrown the fuck out? Y'all gonna take something serious with serious people and add these mofos up in here. AARP. Let's check them out. AARP. Right? Not AARP. But the AARP. Who are they? We gotta see if they some real people. Right? We're gonna check before we get started, right? We're gonna want to check here. We're gonna want to check who is it. Oh, the N. Oh, I had it right. N-A. Oh no, I didn't. I had AARP. You know, somebody getting old. I had A. Shut up. Shut up. I don't want to hear nothing. It's NAAIP. So I got to go correct my spelling, damn it. Because I want to know who do we need to write to and tell them, are you down with carbonation? Are you down in AAIP? Now let me write this over because I'm thinking of something else. It's the N, and look how they wrote it. You know that's so bootleg. NAAIP. Am I still spelling this wrong? Let me see what the hell. We gotta see if these people is legit. I tell you, I don't play. I don't play with y'all people. We don't play. We don't play. Damn it! Stop playing with us. Hey, Miss Winters, how are you? They think they're gonna just play in our damn faces. The NAAIP. That's what I got, right? The NAAIP. That's what I got, right? Now, so far, the NAAIP is insurance, it's reviews, it's a lawsuit, it's copin, it's a baby. I don't see that yet, but it's NAAIP, right? Again, we're going to search and see who the hell they are, because as you see, they are not in top of the Google search, right? They're not in top of the Google search. Who are these people? NAAIP. Okay, I got it there. NAAIP. We're gonna go and put search here, right? Now, so far, this NAAIP. I want you guys to say, right? When you put in their name, they are not part. They are not on the top engine. So that should make you want to scratch your head a little bit. Not saying that they don't exist, but maybe they don't really exist like that, right? Maybe they don't exist all like that, right? So it's NAAIP. So the NAAIP sent them, these people sent them a letter to demand they let her go. Let my people go. Right? As you see, NAAIP is not on the top of nothing. So that should make you think, well, how important are they? How important is these group of people that saying they are indigenous people? Right? So we got David Ruston, NAAIP. His agency is an America Web Designers. Can't be that. Now we got a Crunchbase company, quotes, engines, and sales and tools. Nope, it can't be that, right? We got a design for insurance agents. Nope, it can't be that, right? We got NAAIP, National Association of Accredited Insurance. So somewhere down the line, even though they may say something else, it's, as we see, it's not registered yet, right? It's, I don't know who sent them that letter to demand her get out, but so far we are strolling down and y'all all see it says NAAIP, right? Okay. So far it only consists of being a lawsuit, right? It's a law firm, insurance firm. Hey, Coffee. So as we see, I don't know what this NAAP she talking about, but as we see, like, yeah, I'm here. Like, who? I was just searching down to see if it's more, put in the number they have listed on the paper. I don't know if I'll be able to see that, but even before we do that, Miss Leo, we want to see how credible that this organization is. So far, we know it's not credible. We're going to put the number in next, right? But we know it's not credible because you don't see it in the top of the engine. Not saying it does not exist, but it just goes to show you something ain't right with that. Where are the Google eggs? Okay, exactly. Now, if this is an organization that is for Native people, why isn't it at the top? Why are we getting so it's not even 100% registered, because as we see, somebody else has that name. If y'all understand how, in the legal terms, how stuff goes, right? So legally, if they're gonna, that's why if you look at the now you see legally the NAAP belongs to, come on, stop it. Roll with it, bounce with it. It belongs, I just had the damn thing. Okay. It belongs to a national something. This thing don't want to roll, baby. Let me just help it roll some. Now, it's, as we see, it belongs to an insurance agency, right? NAAIP, a fast expanding network to antenna, is empowering. So, do you get this? Empowering indigenous groups to use phones, video, cameras, and social media to galvanize the public and pressure, right? That would be the, but if you notice, the NAAIP does not have America next to the name on the letter, right? So if we look at the NAAIP, again, it has to have America. America is not on there. A fast expanding network of antennae is empowering indigenous groups to use phones, video cameras, and social media to galvanize the public and pressure. But it didn't come from them because America is not next to the name, right? So they made up their own damn thing, because this would be some of the NAAIP media, right? But what you don't see is the way they wrote it, right? As you see, you don't see it. So that's, I hopefully Popo look into that shit, because according to that, it doesn't say America. So let's look back at what they have here on that fraudulent letter, right? Oh no, I didn't. I ain't walking down that road again, Paula. I'm not walking down that road again. But good looking out, Paula. Good looking out. Good looking out. Because, baby, we don't need that problem. I was tempted. I was tempted. I was tempted. I was tempted. Yes, I was, but I just wanted to look at the so y'all can see the name of the organization and how it's written and then what we're going to see. Right? Now, let's get back to this. Now, I can't open this to see the letter, but as you see, when you look up, why you think they got the A kind of big? You see the A? See the N is small, the A is bigger, then it's a small A, and it's an I and a P. Now, if you look how the front is, it's written dark, right? And then UN, blah, 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 blah. But anybody can make up an organization. And that's what these people did. They made this shit all the way up. I don't care about the address. If I'm able to get the phone number, I will put the phone number, but I cannot open it because this right here, this NAAIP does not exist. And if it did exist, it would have to have America, NAAIP America after it. So we already know from what we see in the search engine, as of now, this does not exist. So they took it upon themselves and made their own organization and they stole these people's name. You cannot use NAAIP because it belongs to somebody else already. So they sat there, made this organization up, stole these people's name, stole NAAIP America. They went up in them people's site. They remember it says it show you how to put pressure and stuff on the media, and that's what they're doing. Whatever tricks they learned from the NAAIP, right? Exactly, beautiful. 1923. Ma'am, I'm out of the loop, so I don't know. Oh, 119. I ain't got my glasses on. Yeah, because Zoka is still in jail, right? So I believe what they did was they see me, you know, we gonna go through it. Y'all know we gonna go through this. Stop playing. You ain't never seen a front like that, all dark and a letter up and a letter down. That is a con, baby girl. Yes, ma'am. So we're gonna let this finish. Cause I told y'all we got questions. We got questions too. We got some questions. Cause we ain't stupid over here. We know everything these people do. You got the double, quadruple. Matter of fact, never stop checking nothing they do. To use a name so closely connected to another company. They wrote a seminar letter for, okay, Miss Leo, come on now. We've been down this road. We've been down this road, right? So let's carry on. So far, if when you all get a chance, you go Google NAAIP and you find this right here. You go and find that. Right? You go and find it. Then they got the UN. Ain't no UN part of that, and it's not on the top. That name belongs to somebody, right? So let's carry on.
AIP, and it's addressed to Sherry Boston, District Attorney, Melody Maddox, Sheriff, DeKalb County Sheriff's Office. And it says, "Greeting, Miss Boston. Allow me to."
It says, "Greeting, Miss Boston." Not we the people. Greetings. Like, greetings, Miss Boston. God damn it. You can't make this shit up. That's how you write a letter, but not a company. What happened to whom it may concern? Like, if she's in jail, why are you pointing out Miss Boston? Y'all not friends. We're greetings. You can't make this shit up. Let's go. Sorry, YouTube.
To introduce myself, my name is
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is
Tishmuk Zillop,
Tishmuk Duluk. Tishmuk Alako.
UN monitor for the North and South American, Puerto Rico, United States Virgin.
She said, "I am the see they South Puerto Ricans everywhere. She is the head person for everywhere, right? Well, let's go.
Island Indigenous representation of the Convention of United Nations Indigenous Peoples' Rights and Treaty Principles signatory. That's a mouthful. Or of treaty with the Morea Wa Atu Nation of Aturo, some other made up shit. And Director General of the National Association for the Advancement of Indigenous People in the Americas.
Me personally, I would need for her to email me that name so we could look her ass up too. Miss Koskaska. Whatever her name is, sorry, but I ain't making fun. We got some Indian up in us. That's our peoples too. But we will have to look her ass up too. Talk about some greetings, and she ain't present the case or nothing. Let's carry on.
So that's his introduction. As chief UN plenary and human rights respective for America's indigenous inhabitants registered with NAAIP, I have plenary responsibility to encourage established mechanisms related to human rights protections and monitors for them. I am now aware of circumstances surrounding an indigenous member of the Arawak community who is currently detained.
They are. God damn it. They are the Awak. They are the Awaks. Damn it. It's a shame when the real people let these fake people use their culture and their bloodline for this bullshit. When they allow them to use this bullshit. Mm-hmm. Where are the real people? When they allow them to use this bullshit. Mm-hmm. Where are the real people?
Detained by members of the DeKalb County Police Department. My office has been asked to provide intervention related to human rights abuses committee against. All right, get ready for this, you guys. Her name is
Jayon.
Kinini Hermino, known by your records as Kendria Carter, known by our records as Jayon Marie Hamilton. It is my understanding that for some unknown reason.
Now, this where they F up at again. This way they do what they usually do with their 50 names. Miss Colindria, but that last name ain't Indian. Miss, what is that, Carter? What's the last name? Now, you only been in jail a couple of days, right? How are you being treated inhumane and all this other stuff? That would be Natreboy, right? If he's being treated inhumane and all this other stuff, that would not be you. You ain't been in there long enough. You ain't even in jail, right? You're not even in jail yet. You just locked up. That is a difference from being locked up to being in jail. So how would you present this? And the person who is presenting this have not done their homework, right? Well, you better tell your people they lying. You better go get them. You better go get them. But again, a lot of us, especially if our ancestors were here, a lot of us they are pro these people. Now, again, the treatment that she's talking about would be Alihio's, not hers. So I would look at that now, and if I was that late, I would now throw that in the garbage. You've been in there 1 week, and you're mixing your story with nature. So now when they go to check, like girl, you in this damn cell. You got 3 hots in the cot. You good. You good. You good. But let's continue to listen to how she think Nature Boy is being treated. But she has now put that out as that's how she is being treated. Right? All right, let's carry on.
She was arrested without lawful probable cause, and the vehicle in which she was searched without a warrant. We are requesting the officers' names who made the arrest, as well as officers copied of their statement. There, you can find that. I'll just put a request in for the police report.
Not to mind you, a search warrant is for your property. They don't need a search warrant for their property. You on their property. Duh. I don't know what the lawyer is going to say. He ain't speak yet. We're gonna get to him. I'm just saying we have questions. We got our own questions. How do you need a search warrant when you're on somebody else's property? If you in your own house, right? Now, I don't know how Georgia law go. I I I don't know. Yeah, the jokes are writing themselves. I don't know how Georgia law go, but I do know that if you have a probable cause, God dang it, oh, we said it at the same damn time. If you have probable cause, they could search you. Why are you sitting there parked out? They got every reason to come on their property and ask you why you're here. What are you doing here? That's not a goddamn parking lot. That belongs to them. I don't know who approved this person to write their letter. Well, we got to get their name and ask them what the hell are they doing. We gonna what are you approved this letter of bullshit and you demand? You went from greetings to I demand. Can you believe this shit? Well, let's carry on. Because we got some questions too. We got some questions. We got some questions. Let's go.
As a longstanding member of the United Nations UNESCO, they are not recognized by any United States body. They have no treaties, and he's he's skirting the truth. We are aware of the necessary and requirements of due process in legal matters, which have been placed upon Kinaji Himino, aka J. Marie Hamilton, aka Zoka. Her freedom are protected and must be restored in accordance with United Nations Convention on Indigenous Rights, the International Convent of Conventions, and Convention of Freedom of Movement Law. This is SOVCIT. Please take notice. Kinanji Hermino, aka Zoka, is in fact enrolled and registered with the Marapu Aruna tribe nation family and is not subject to color of law or state claims without actual evidence of an offense. We seek
They got the evidence, damn it, that damn bullhorn, that damn bullhorn and stuff. Mm-hmm. And that ganja, that Zaza. They got some evidence there, baby.
to advise you of tribal protections which apply in this matter. We encourage you to respond without delay. The official nation of notice of intent to file a tort on behalf of
You better get back to us. And if they don't, what you gonna do? See, that's where the fake they have researched the NAAIP America. Remember, they have researched the NAAIP America. As we see, that's what they do. They show you how to keep things in the press. But I'm gonna ask you guys, being that they want to do that, we got some damn questions too. Let's go.
Zoka in the District Court of the United States of America, District of Columbia, Article 3. May your day conclude with peace, harmony, and balance. These people never give up. I wonder how much money they charged them to write this garbage.
Who the hell wrote it? Should be in jail right along with them.
How much did they use to write this garbage? What are you guys saying? No, the hearing that we discussed yesterday, that was a mouthful. It was 41 pages, and it gave us. Okay, all right. Let's see. Let's see. I'm getting this. Andrew should be joining us in a moment, you guys.
I'm gonna skip through
Able
some
to
of it.
bring in anything about her going to Mexico with Solar and getting pregnant, and I don't think any of that is going to be able to be entered into
Hold up.
test. And I don't know if he has a woman on his, if he has co-counsel besides her that will help him on the case, but it definitely is a better look to have Dornisha Davis or someone like her cross-examining them, because it's going to be very, very emotional testimony. Velvet's gonna, if Velvet is actually the key witness as they state, I don't think that they'll be able to bring in anything about her going to Mexico with Solar and getting pregnant, and I don't think any of that is going to be able to be entered into uh, testimony. It's irrelevant. Well, the state, Coveney or Pasmino, is going to say it's totally. I mean, not trying to play lawyer here, but I would say it. Come on up for a second, Medea, if you can. Given due process. Okay, thanks, Medea. I got it. Hey, Patrima, what's happening? Guys, get your questions ready. If you were here yesterday, asked yesterday was, who is the mother of the 3-year-old child that they mentioned in that Dornisha Davis mentioned in her plea to the judge, stating that Eligio had a 3-year-old child, and he didn't even mention 07 had a. It could be Miss Cherry Bomb always talks about that he had a baby right before he went in, but that wouldn't be 3 years. Maybe it is. I don't
Artist
know,
won't pause.
but I think it was
It won't let me
that he
pause
didn't
it.
mention Pocahontas's baby.
That would, if I'm not mistaken, that would be Eliana. That by the time he got arrested, Eliana, remember, Eliana just turned 5, which means she was 3 years old when this took place, right? Just a couple of days ago, she was still 4, right? But she's 5. So her birthday just came. So 2 years from 2 years that would be Eliana, who would be the 3-year-old. Remember, oh, not 2 years, almost 2 years have passed. He got arrested in, if I'm not mistaken, April. So at that point in time, Eliana would have been the 3-year-old, right? Okay, let's go.
Buddha. I gotta
Hey, the word.
I mean, what year was she?
I want to get to the lawyer.
Let's see.
Then I'm gonna get back to this
I have
whenever
my
he
notes.
comes in. Let's go.
7.
Then I'm gonna come back to this.
Internet, and they have never been successful.
No, it's never worked because it's
That
not.
was
It's
a
not a
myth.
thing. It's just not a thing.
Yeah, that you could actually be working outside of the laws of the United States. I mean,
Yeah, because just imagine if that was the case, like the chaos that would ensue. We could all just make up our own nations and
Well,
make
they
up our
did.
own laws and
They sure did.
demand money from other governments.
They sure did.
right. Well,
But
they're still
the
trying
funny
it.
thing is that they tell the United States they don't have jurisdiction. They tell the state of Florida they don't have jurisdiction. That they're operating under color of law of this foreign tribal nation. But then they want their currency, and they expect their currency to work.
Right.
It's like, well, wait a minute.
See, the point to that is now you will have to look into the real. The real. See, they didn't just make it up, they stole it. It's a difference between making up an organization than stealing a name from an organization and what using what they taught them to do this. So instead of going under them, they made their own organization. So now you will have to look into the real organization to see what tricks they have learned, right? You will have to now look into NAAI or whatever the heck, America, to see what they up to, because that's the real organization, right? And they teach you how to make things. They teach you how to make things and put it in, use the social media and the press and everything else to get their point across, right? So it's not the fact that they made it up. The fact is they took it from somewhere. So now I'm not clicking on the link to find out, but if they got like a Facebook page or something, I would probably check it out that way where I know it's safe, but I'm not clicking on the link. But you guys can go click on the link or find out who is NAII, whatever the heck, America. They took the America part off, right? So let's carry on. Oh, thank you, sweetie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't forget when we do our things, I do post where y'all moolah go. Yes, I do. Let's go.
Where's
The
your
currency
tribal?
only works because we have an army and a navy that make it so that people trust it.
Exactly.
Like if we didn't have those things, I mean, you got to have territory
Fast forward this.
making money off selling contraband inside the jail.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it looks like it. Straight razors, phone chargers.
Phones chargers. Yeah.
What's is that? Even though it's a felony, do you think it's likely that they would go that far?
Like, okay, so if they convict them of a capital offense, there's no reason to keep convicting them of more things. I mean, if you get a guy that's convicted and he's going to prison, and then he's going to prison for a long time, why just Why just keep going at him at that point? You just need to convict him once.
Well, maybe to get the underlings.
Well, you don't have, you can convict him and then get the underlings in plea deals and offer him lesser things. I just don't see why the prosecutor would put a whole lot more time into it other than getting Bishop convicted.
Right. Okay, because he would be the head.
Yeah.
So once you got the head, who cares about the tail?
Mm-hmm. Well, you got to clean up the mess.
I beg to differ. I beg to differ. We're going to get back to this, right? But sometimes two things can be true at once. Sometimes they cannot be, and sometimes they can, right? Now, you can't constantly keep saying 1 minute, hey, they in a cult, right? They in a cult. They do what he say. They're mind control. Oh, I feel so sorry for them. And then the next minute you say they're not a cult. If they are not a cult, then that means they willingly and responsible for every daggone thing, right? And oh, we want them to go home and get help. And why don't the family? Why don't the family help? Because of this right here.
Stabbing her mother to death in Cape Coral is linked to a cult. In this Instagram live video from earlier this year, Mariah Lynn Kelly explains why she left the cult Carbon Nation. She's being held in the Lee County Jail on $250,000 bond right now for a manslaughter charge. Tonight, Week News anchor Michelle McConaughey reports the cult leader posted his own video with his reaction to the murder.
21 years old and running away from a cult is the least of Mariah Kelly's problems.
I had a lot of mommy issues.
And now Kelly is behind bars, charged with stabbing her mother to death. The Cape Coral police report says Kelly and her mother, who detectives are not identifying, were arguing while doing the dishes Wednesday night. Kelly claimed her mother hit her over the head. She admitted she had a kitchen knife in her hand and used it to stab her mother.
I think carbonation was just a little bit too extreme for me.
In February, Kelly posted this video after leaving Carbon Nation, claiming the cult life was not for her.
I just knew at that point, like, this is not for me. I had a lot of mommy issues. I had a lot of daddy issues, and I felt that they were inhibiting me from being as emotionally available as I wanted to my daughter.
Friday, the leader of Carbon Nation, which reportedly practices polygamy and nudity, posted his own video.
She wasn't truly a member of Carbonation. She was just coming through to see if she wanted to be with Carbonation. Her mom hit her on top of the head and she stabbed her. That has nothing to do with Carbonation.
Kelly is in jail on a $250,000 bond. Michelle McConaughey, Wink News Now.
So, again, as we go down this journey, what should we believe? Should we believe that they are brainwashed and feel sorry for them, or should we believe that they are brainwashed and they are criminals? Unless they get the help that they need, they are criminals and they do not belong on the street. You have to now make up your mind. Which one is it? You can even say, well, a lot of them went home and nothing happened. No. They all had went home and then left. Poor lawyer done left and went crazy, end up in Canada. He ain't here neither. As long they have to be held responsible, because At any point in time, they are a danger to society unless they want to get some type of help. They are still close. Make up your mind. Either they're in or they're totally out and they want to get help. It's either or. You got to stop protecting these women. They ass belong in jail too. Because as long as they're out and they're still under him, you don't know what they're capable of. You don't know. And then they speak upon the interview she did with the T. Now, y'all know for a fact, if that interview with the T comes up, they're going to play the whole damn video. They're not going to just play that part where she said, hey, they were making love. And first of all, as it was stated, I don't know. The folks still claiming Nature Boy are not innocent. Those who minimize the effects of Nature Boy are not to be trusted neither. Ooh, ooh, chow, pow, pow, pow with the pow, pow. See, we're playing with other people's lives, right? Did you? Oh, you hit the mother in the head, Nature Boy. That's because you had them so effed up that they think they are above people. And they go back into the house with their parents after we have seen videos of them saying that their parents are their children. They are their parents' higher self. See, y'all think this is a joke. It's not a joke. We cannot be sitting back feeling sorry for people that is a menace to society. Yeah, it's funny, but it ain't funny. Anytime somebody could convince you, right? And then these are the same people that they want to use as witnesses. No, you can't be a witness. I would charge every last one of their asses. Every last one would have a charge. Y'all gonna have to make up your mind. Are they witnesses? Are they witnesses or they should be charged, right? Because you can't be a witness, but at the same time, who's going to answer for they beat me up? Who is the they? Who is the they beat her up? Who is the they that followed her to the car? Who is the they? Right? Who are these people? Who is the one that called her and said, God wants to see you? Who would be that person? Who? Yeah. Who? When she came out of that room, he used yes, that's right. So these are the same people you want to use as a witness when they are part of the goddamn. Nature Boy didn't do this by himself. Who was the person in the room? Who is the person that set up the camera? And what made Janae? What made Janae think that was for educational purposes? What made Janae think that was for educational purpose? You know what? For educational purposes, for old time's sake. And Zoka, you out of all people should shut up. Because when they get you on that stand, because I know if I was cross-examining your ass, remember, they got to ask you questions too. Was you pregnant there? Yeah. What happened to the baby? Blah, blah, blah. You got evidence of that? Disgusting and deplorable. Yeah. Oh, but they're under his control. No. If you're right or if you're wrong, it doesn't make me no difference. Because they're still When they left, these people can't even stay with their parent. They had every last one is gone. Musa, someplace, everybody gone. Besides the ones who was there before he started getting more crazy, but the ones who was there that was getting more crazy, they all effed up. They all a menace to society. If they are not deprogrammed, can you imagine what they could do to other people? Can you imagine the mindset of these people? And you want them out in the freaking street? I left Natreboy and his gang 2023. Whew. Well, let's finish looking at the people who they say, let them go home. Oh, they been brainwashed. This is what they do. This lady charged her mother with a knife. The mother picked up a pot and tried to hit her with the pot. And she lost. She went blank. She went blank on her mama. She lost it. The girl just came out of a cult. You damn right. Even though you could say you can't pin this to Natreboy, let's say you cannot pin none of this to Natreboy. I would not want to be the one they come home to. No, you cannot come to my house. You cannot. I don't know where your mind is at. You cannot come. I will help you, but you cannot come stay with me because within everybody's house is their rules. They're not used to following rules. You're not going to make. They have experienced some shit. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. They stay loyal. Now, we do know of people that have been in cults. I have seen them shows too. But with help and guidance, they have tried to come back into society. But once you learn something, you cannot unlearn it. Even if you never do it again, you cannot unlearn that. Sergeant, that's as far as they gonna get with me. And that's if I want to do that. You ain't gonna take my money and run. And it did not help. She came out of a mentally abusive cult. Yeah. So I can't feel sorry for these women. I cannot and I will not. Because you are a danger to society. Right? And they are lucky. They're lucky in a lot of ways that they don't want to blow Nature's Boy's case. Because where you get that Zaza from, which is illegal in Georgia. Where you get that Zaza from? They don't even want the person who's selling the Zaza, which would probably be even more of a bigger case, right? Hey, we got a drug pin. Like, where you get that from? Where did you get the Zaza from? But they don't want to blow the Nature Boy case, so they're letting a lot of shit they do slide, right? They letting shit slide because they don't want to mess up this case. So in a sense, they're helping them with their own creative cases. Like, but again, if I was named all your asses, you put your hand, all your asses getting hit. Y'all go when you make them have to answer for themselves, baby, you can't protect Nature Boy no more. Matter of fact, bring them all, put all their ass on the stand. Yes, for the rest of your life. And that's not even if you're in a cult. Certain things happen to you that, yeah, you with that for the rest of your life. You know? So, but let's finish listening to this woman who not too long ago left Carbonation from being abused over there and snapped on her mama. Mm-hmm. And bring them to your house. Shit. Let's go. Such a shame. Oh my goodness. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, and rest in peace to her mother. A beautiful woman. Rest in peace to her mother. Beautiful woman, beautiful smile. Rest in peace to her. They even spoke upon Mama Dear. Let me tell you something. They looking down saying, I'm going to spin this shit. I'm going to spin this pot and his ass going to rot. Spin it. Let's go. I can't wait till this cuddle, this little girl, baby shower day. Nature Boy messed up all of that. No, nobody cares. Let's care about the drone sisters. Mm-hmm. 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 Aw. Mm-mm-mm.
Peace, family. So, today I wanted to talk about why you hate your parents. Well, you hate your parents because you don't understand the role that they play in your life. There are two roles, there is the antagonist and the protagonist. And what we know about the roles that they play is that they were strategically assigned. Your parents were strategically simulated and matched with you. You portaled through them for a reason because you guys complement each other and you
No,
needed
no,
their
no, no,
certain
Sergeant.
influence to help you turn into who exactly who you were supposed to be and complete your destiny. So, with that being said, I'll give you an example. The antagonist parenting role is going to be the parent role that seems like they're inflicting more resistance. And people like me who have an astrological programming of being an Aries, like completely stubborn, hard headed, not gonna fucking listen to you, we needed this antagonist influence in our life because we were gonna go against it, and more than likely the antagonists exhibited more toxic than healthy traits. So by going against them and resisting who they were and wanting to be the complete opposite, we actually turned into our best version, which was necessary. And for that reason, they were placed in our lives so that we didn't do what they do, because more than likely we were destined to perpetuate the same toxicity and traumatic cycles that they um, were inflicting. So the second parenting type is the protagonist type. And if you have an astrological programming that's more like submissive and obedient to authority, then you will probably have the protagonist style parents who are more encouraging, super loving, and just easygoing, kind of hands off, laid back. You do what you want to do type because your astrological programming is you're already a diplomat, like you're already a saint, so you really don't need much resistance because your soul has already matched that equivalency. So with that being said, now the second reason why you probably hate your parents is because you've created an expectation in your mind that you desire them to fulfill, whether it be because of society's standards of what a parent should be, or what you have depended on them to love you in a way that only you can love yourself. You cannot depend on a human being to love you the way that Source or God loves you, because God is love and humans are these impeccable creatures. No, I'm kidding. But humans are primitive. We're naturally still learning to manage and control our emotions. We're learning how to love ourselves. You can't depend on a human being to love you. We can't depend on our parents who are human to love us. And feeling that pain of them not loving us the way we want to be loved actually teaches us to love ourselves at the extent that we should, so we can be the best version who we are. And sometimes, that lack of love can also lead us to a source. We needed that to find that unconditional love that only the source can give us. I kind of repeat myself sometimes, my bad. But you get what I'm saying. So, what really helped me was to understand that I needed my parents.
NBC2 News at 11.
I felt like I needed to heal. I felt like I had a lot of mommy issues. I had a lot of daddy issues.
The Cape Coral woman accused of stabbing and killing her own mother used to be in a cult.
21-year-old Mariah Kelly is now at the Lee County Jail, but back in January, she joined Carbon Nation. You're watching NBC2 News at 11. I'm Lisa Spooner.
And I'm Peter Bush. This cult was known for polygamy and nudity. NBC2's Nestor Montoya is uncovering how Kelly went from cult member to accused killer.
But hold on. Let's not forget the other woman after she left. This is not the first time this happened, right? Let's not forget the other woman. If y'all remember her name, please put it up in here. The other woman who left there, and now she's not here no more. She's not here on planet Earth anymore, right? We got Loyal who left. He's not here no more. We got this young woman, her mama is not here no more. Some of them went back a danger to their own families, right? So up until they decide to get help and be deprogrammed, they are a menace to society. Whether you like it or not, rather if you want to believe it or not. What should we believe? That they're under his control? I'm glad you said that. They are. So that's going to make me really stay away from you. If you're still under somebody's control, why would you want them out in the public? At any point in time, that man says, do this, they're going to do it. And they know how to cover shit up. That's what they do. That's all they have been doing in cults, is covering shit up. That's their forte. We do stuff, we cover it up. We do stuff, we cover it up. We're going to either take this serious or we're not. If I'm not mistaken, because I don't know. Is that gold chain Solar have? Is that Nature Boy's chain? Is that Nature's Boy chain? I'm just saying. Who else had a chain like that? Who? Remember when they left, they were supposed to take his clothes? Why he won't take that chain off? You think because you put a piece to it, we don't notice the chain? Maybe later I will go to a Nature Boy and I will compare the change. That's why he can't come out of the hell that he is in. We want to say, hey, they're doing better. No, they're not. They are not. Sheba still cannot, Kendra, she still is under control of Aaron. She don't do nothing without his okay. Why? Because he is still have the mindset of Nature Boy. Y'all think this ish is a game? Kendra cannot do what she wants. She got to speak the truth first. Even though his name is Aaron, I just like the name True. Even though it's a cult name, I just like the name True. But she is still, oh yeah, oh yeah. They said he have on his shoes too. Oh my goodness, Miss Leo. Oh my goodness. Right? Now we know dysfunctional people, mental health people, right? So if we know these things, if we know they have mental issues, let they ass stay in jail. Well, they got doctors in jail. They got people that will help you. Why would you? Well, we're gonna finish with this story, right? But I'm gonna definitely double check that because they have all took in his persona. That's why Musa was able to belittle that woman so bad. He was so, he crushed. I've seen people get told off. But when somebody don't like you and talk about from the top of your hair to your damn toenails, something is wrong. Something is something is still wrong with that picture. When they say, "Oh, your hair," oh, look at me sideways, because he told the girl to look at him sideways. She had to put her head in a certain place because he could not look at her in her face. This man making them go back and forth to jail, back and forth to jail. I don't for you. They under his command. And the minute you stop, the minute you tell them no, watch how quick they turn on your ass. They're gonna turn on you. They're gone. We will want for them to be there. Hey, ain't nothing wrong for wanting that. But I'm just saying, let's continue with this story. Because these are the people without help that leave carbonation. This is number 3. Now, 4 people have passed away with Natreboy's name attached to it. But we just don't care about the victims. We care about the 4 drone sisters, right? And how bad they are. F what they doing to people. F what they doing to people, but they're only letting shit slide because they want what they have with Natreboy to stick. Right? People gonna remember. If they're going by the interview, again, if you're going by the interview she did with the T, it doesn't make a difference because they're going to listen to the whole entire video, right? And if she was being coerced, she would never said what she said. That was sort of kind of tell you she was speaking freely in what her mindset was at that point in time, right? Her mind, you cannot speak to somebody. That's why I don't know why they did the interview, but they do what they want to do. Her mind is not right. There's no way somebody's going to give you an accurate account of what happened under trauma and duress. Nobody has to coerce you to do anything. Right? Nobody has to coerce you to do that. You're going to do that on your own until you put the pieces together. And if y'all think Janae ain't going to do nothing, oh, yes, she is. Because one of them going to have to be a liar, right? So now, if she's proven to be a liar, her ass going to be sitting in jail, and she just had a baby. So wait for some more shit to drop. But let's carry on. Let's carry on. Let's carry on.
We confirmed from one of Carbon Nation's leaders that Mariah Kelly left them after only 2 weeks in the cult. He described her as eccentric, but never imagined that she was capable of such heinous violence that landed her in jail, now facing a homicide charge.
I think carbonation was just a little bit too extreme for me.
21-year-old Mariah Kelly opening up in this video about leaving the Carbon Nation cult.
Like, a lot of my demons came out, and I was able to, realize that there were certain things that I was running away from and I needed to face.
My parents. I needed their influence in my life so that I didn't make the same decisions they made, and so that I knew who to become and why to become that, and why not to do things, because I got to experience the repercussions, or at least witness what would happen if I took that path. And more than likely, I was already destined to follow in the footsteps of perpetuating the same traumatic and cycles of toxicity if I didn't witness some of the things that I witnessed.
Months later, Mariah, now seen in a green smock, appearing before a judge after she's accused of killing her mother, 37-year-old Melissa Kelly West.
This wasn't in the realm of what could possibly happen. How could this have happened?
Healthy people don't usually join cults.
Psychologist Dr. Laura Streifler says while the cult could have played a role, past trauma is more likely.
It seems like the issues here were much bigger and much more lifelong than just spending 2 weeks in a cult.
In Mariah's candid Carbon Nation tell-all, she revealed signs of a troubled past.
I had been like super crazy. I was so crazy, had a lot of emotional issues. I had been in a couple mental institutions.
Kelly now locked up in jail, her mother gone, and Kelly's own young daughter facing years without hers.
So I was like, I'm just going to take some time away and I'm going to heal and I'm going to be back for her, because my daughter deserves unconditional love and she deserves a mother.
And Mariah remains in custody on a $250,000 bond amount. One of those cult leaders denied any responsibility for her actions. Kelly's family was unavailable for comment.
Shorty, how you look good from the back like that? Huh?
This is it.
Get it, Tron. Get him. She be doing everything for the gram, I swear to God. This new girl we got over here. She be doing it all for the gram. Look, she knows she on camera. She be doing it all for the gram.
Jesus.
When we do that big booty vegan girl.
Yeah, for all the people that was out there and we're talking shit, talking trash, y'all can't talk shit about what she's doing, because she's doing something greater than anyone. She's healing her generational curses. She's making sure that she puts herself in the best position to be prepared for what's to come. So I don't want anyone saying any shit about what she's doing. I should not hear a word out of no one's mouth. A lot of y'all talking right now, y'all working at fucking Walmart, pushing carts. You see what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing? We doing something greater than that. We about to go to Hawaii. We about to go, you know what I'm saying? We about to be out here. You see what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing? What do you have to offer? That's really what you should be asking yourself, is what do you have to offer? Like, she has something to offer. What do you have to offer? She's offering the world her talents, her gifts, her ability to articulate in the way that she does. She's expressing herself. She beautiful, you know what I mean? Like, she out here, she's doing what she's doing. Like, y'all really need to, like, you know what I mean? Get out of her business. Like, get out of our business. Like, she out here doing stuff. You know what I mean? Y'all be hating, y'all be casting spells, y'all be fucking witchcrafting and shit like that. Like, but y'all ain't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? She really out here doing something. Y'all ain't doing nothing. Y'all ugly. And it's not even, I'm talking about your soul. Your soul is ugly. Like, you all look ugly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit crazy. It's crazy to me how people be tripping like that. Is they be ugly, the ugliest people out there say the meanest things. It's because it's a reflection of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing about her. I don't want to hear nothing about what she doing. She out here doing, she proclaiming. She has a right. You see what I'm saying? And no one, yeah, that's a fact. I feel like that's definitely needs to be said. She was right. Like, that needs to be said. Like, I ain't about that.
Now this the same man. This the same man now who is has joined the NAAIPians, right? See, this is why I'm not saying what he's doing now is not great, but this is one of the reasons why when you know you were in the cult, now you have to go back and change everything you have said. Because let's just say people was watching what Tron was saying. He's a new man now, quote unquote. I don't know. He went from a smaller coat to a bigger coat. I don't know, right? But look how they could do this, they could do that. Because I missed the bus, but I wanted to show you what's on the rising. I wish I could find it. I doubt if I find it, but I'm gonna show you a little something. This why these people need to be stopped, right? Well, let's just go.
I protect her. You know what I'm saying? If y'all come out, like I protect her. That's what I'm here to do, protect and provide. So I protect my queen, I protect my
anti.
You know what I mean? I protect my other half. That's what we do out
Hey,
here.
baby.
You know what I'm saying? So
I didn't want it to get aggressive or anything. I wanted to express an idea I had.
Okay. Do you want understanding on it, or do you think that you know?
Hold up. Before we get to the understanding and love and stuff, let me see what my likes look like. Let me see what my likes look like. I know we could get at least 5 more likes. At least 4. I take 4 likes. I know we could get at least 4 more likes up in here. Yes, we could. Let's see them likes moving, baby. Let's see them likes moving. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Or we will not finish the show if them likes don't move. Let's move these likes up. Jackie, where are we at with the likes? Because I can't be saying get the likes up and because I can't see them moving. Hey, baby. What is up, Marquise? What's up, baby? At 36. Okay, but can we get 2 likes? Sergeant said we need 2 likes. We need 2 likes. Sergeant ain't playing with y'all. She ain't playing. She said 2. She said 2 likes. Poke, 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 poke it, baby. She said, "My love." What's up, Nicole? Well, we got a love train going on here. We ain't over. We gotta love the love train. We got a love train here. We ain't know about. She said, "My love, my love." All right. Y'all done got enough time to hit that like. And if you're watching the replay, hit that subscribe. Let's go. Support the channel. Hit the subscribe. Let's go. Because we're going to go down memory lane to show you what is going on when these people. We got it. We got it. We got it. We got the number. We got the number. Thank you, Jackie. She said yes. It's Friday. I didn't even know it was Friday. Y'all always help me out so much. I didn't know what today was Thursday. I didn't even know it was Friday. Let's go.
out of there and you made it back safe and everything. Oh my God, I have questions.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so probably what everybody was wanting to know. And if you don't want to answer, I'm okay with it. Did you please don't answer this question? Did you have sex with Natreboy?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, it's okay. And I hope you didn't drink the semen, but
No, I didn't.
okay. Whew, okay. All right.
Yeah.
So that's crazy.
It is crazy. I actually can't believe I did that. But I'm not gonna beat myself up over that, and I'm taking precautions, health precautions, and making sure I'm straight and everything. But I feel fine, like my cycle came and everything. That doesn't mean like I'm just gonna disregard like making sure I'm straight and everything. But
Understandable. Yeah, make sure you're, healthy. That's like that
yeah.
comes first before anything. Making sure you're alright and healthy. Oh my God.
Yeah, for sure.
So everybody, okay, to the people that are new, they want to know why did you get on the live with him today? Because I saw that too, and I was like, oh, why was he on the
Sorry,
live?
what were you saying again? I had to turn the comments off.
Understandable. People were trying to figure out why you were on the live today.
Why I was on the live? Okay, so when
Yeah,
I
on the live with him
started
earlier.
this live video, I did a public apology. I don't know if you tuned in, but I was just apologizing to the people who helped me get out of carbonation. I feel like they felt betrayed, and like I took their help for granted in that moment when I chose to get on live with Eligio today. Why I did that was because I think part of me was trying to like understand why I left, almost be like reminded why I left. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I wasn't having second thoughts about going back, but I was really just like questioning, like, was he really manipulative? Like, was he really a sociopath? Was he really, this and that? So I just felt like part of me was just trying to revalidate like that he was the way he was and everything. So that's why I did that. But I definitely blocked them, and I'm not gonna do that again. Not gonna go back to that. I deserve better than that, and so does my daughter. And
Yeah.
I have a family that cares about me, and I'm not gonna take that for granted. So yeah.
Yeah, because I looked, I was like, oh shit, why did she get on the live? Like, oh, I'm gonna have to catch up with this later. But it's good that, I get it. You probably went on there over there and you was just kind of like, did I make the right decision? You probably were second guessing yourself, and that evil, you was trying to like suck you back in, and then you're like, no, I'm cool, I'm cool. But I'm
Yeah.
glad you're not going back or anything, because it's toxic. Like I stopped watching him. I was like, I felt that energy, and it was not what I wanted. Like I want to learn the knowledge as well, but I can't if I'm feeling like it's weird to watch you. I don't want to watch you and you be sitting there talking about, oh, all y'all watching on my lives. What? No, nigga. Like, no, it don't work like that. Like, oh my God, I had one more question for you. I can't remember, but you look good. I'm happy.
I'm thankful.
Again, that whole sex thing. Don't let that stress you out. You're young. You got.
Nah, I'm not
your
stressed
whole
out
life
about
ahead of
it.
you.
I know that I'm healthy, and I don't give a fuck about any of y'all's opinions. Talking shit in the comments right now, talking about you just went from a 10 to a 2. Look, I'm not even stressed over that, because what is meant for me is meant for me, and I know that my husband one day, he's going to accept me exactly for who I am, and he's going to understand that we all go through They're staying with a member, not a member. They're staying with a follower of theirs. This lady.
That little lady, like called Cookie or whatever, she follows him. I'm sorry, y'all.
She what?
So she's like that older lady follows and supports him. That's wild. Oh my god. I thought that was like your mom or like the other girl, Niza's mom or whatever. I really did. I was like, who's caring is letting these people to stay there?
No.
Holy shit, that's wild as hell. I wonder how long they got there, because like I couldn't see myself having all these individuals in my crib like that. She gotta be like a divorced lady by herself with a cat.
Yeah, with a kid.
Wait, she got a kid there? No. I hope the kid is like, how old is the kid?
He's like 16.
Oh, poor kid. This is not where he need to be around.
They stay with different people though.
Yeah. He probably
Which
on
part?
Instagram watching him and.
Hold on, Paula. What part? What part did she lie on? Oh my God, what did I do? I'm always doing something. Shit. And what part did she tell a fib on? What part did she lie on? If you got the typing, you want to type it in, let us know. You said she just lied. Just let us know which part you're talking about, sister. All right, let's go.
He probably smashed her. He looked like the type to just smash her on some weirdo shit.
Maybe he did.
You think so? The look on your face is like, damn, did he smash her?
Yeah, see, we don't know because he is on some weirdo shit, right?
And y'all in the comments, y'all owe me because I'm really asking really good questions. Like, I'm really sitting here like, dang, what? Go. Okay, out of all the girls, who do you think who does he like the most and who does he like the least?
He likes Malia the most and Ifaru the least.
Damn, that's fucked up. All right.
My brother's asking
okay,
the
wait.
funniest question.
Do they shower? That is another question. I was wondering that. Do they shower?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, they do shower? Okay. And, like, I saw somebody said they don't, like, he said that they eat once a day. And I was like, what? No, I can't get with it.
Yeah, they do. They eat solar noon at 12. They eat like a big meal. I actually would continue that. I feel like it keeps me in a good weight. And also, like, for some reason, it gives me something to look forward to, and then I'm full for the rest of the day digesting. So it's kind of like, I don't know, it's not too bad.
Okay.
Just wanted to go live real quick to address, what I woke up this AM, and what do I have? People been asking me all day what I have to say about Nefertiti, and what happened with that. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm sleeping, and I wake up to two of my trolls crying, and they're like, oh my god, Mariah, or I don't know her government name, and they were like, oh my god, somebody killed somebody. And I'm like, what? She like, yeah. And I'm like, well, I don't know them. Like, you know what I mean? Why you telling me that? You feel what I'm saying? And so, yeah, I'm like, why are you telling me that? And then I quickly was waking up, and I realized, like, oh, they're talking about Nefertiti. And people want to know what do I think about that? And they're like, oh, the trolls are trying to pin it on you and, connect it to you, or, whatever was going on. And I'm like, bro, like, nah, bro, like, I got mixed feelings about it because I'm just coming from Hawaii, and our family just went through getting out of jail together, and then this. So at first, in my mind, I'm thinking like, yo, this is surreal. This is crazy. Like, this doesn't even feel it to me. It doesn't seem like real. It doesn't. It's like it's surreal to me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know how to respond to it truly. I'm like, damn. Cause you know, when Nefertiti was with us, she stayed for like a week and a half, 2 weeks tops. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, yo, we didn't really know her like know her. She just came, you know, she was trying out to be with us. So to call her a member of Carbonation was like kind of like a weird thing, because it's like she wasn't truly a member of Carbonation. She was just coming through to see if she wanted to be with Carbonation. She was passing through. And you know what I'm saying? She just didn't fit in with us, and she left, did all kind of weird videos about us. So, you know, I got mixed feelings about it, because she left and trolled us. She left and just kind of like trolled us in a way, because we ain't know, like, you know, how to respond to that. Because I'm like, yo, she left and trolled on us. Like, you know what I mean? Like, call me a narcissist and all kind of stuff. And I'm thinking like, okay, like, so how does that have to do? How y'all calling her an ex-member when she just came for like a week and a half, 2 weeks, and left and talked crazy about us back in January, February, sometime around then. So, you know, I was like, damn. But then on another level, I'm thinking like, just as a human being, I'm thinking about like how surreal this is. So I'm watching it on. I'm like, no way. I never thought that she could be like violent or anything like that. You feel what I'm saying? So like, when I heard about it, I was like, damn, that's crazy. Like, that it doesn't seem real. It just doesn't seem real to me, because what I'm going through right now as a family, we're going through a lot, and we just went through a lot, and it just doesn't seem real. Nefertiti murders her mom. I'm like, what the fuck? Because we didn't know Shorty like that. We didn't really know her to that extent. She was very quiet when she was here. Was her mom abusing? Yeah, because what I read is that the investigator said her mom hit her on the head and she stabbed her. So I don't know exactly what's going on with that woman. Because she came to Carbonation for like a week and a half, they're trying to say that she's an ex-member that just passed through. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's really not a member. It was somebody that was just having a life experience and happened to stop here. So for people to like make it connect that to us as we're going through what we're going through with Hawaii, I just think that that's messed up. I do understand that people want to understand why she would do something like that, and they're reaching and with the first thing that they can find to try to figure out what was on her mind to do that. But I feel like in the long run, the truth is going to come out. Maybe you'll understand why later, but it definitely ain't got nothing to do with Carbonation, because she did not even fuck with us. She didn't even fuck with us. She left and said she didn't fuck with us. She didn't agree with us. She thought that people here were brainwashed, and she didn't agree with us. Now, on another level, I feel sorry for her. Like, I feel like, because I know how it feels to be in the cage and to be in the cell, and she must be feeling really bad for whatever happened. You kill your mom, you got to be feeling crazy, and I feel sorry for her as a human being. I have mixed emotions about it because there's so much going on, because she didn't fuck with us. And then, like, when I heard about that, they're saying ex-member, she was a part of Carbonation. No. She came here for like a week and a half, figured out that she didn't agree with it, and left. That's not a member. That's just somebody that just passed through. So let's just put that out there first of all, because we don't even need that kind of shit on us after what we just went through. You know what I'm saying? Number one. Number two is that I feel sorry for her, bro. Like, I feel truly sorry for her, because she's a young girl. She seemed like she was trying to figure herself out. She seemed really intelligent. She was trying to figure out herself in life. You know what I'm saying? And I never thought of her as, we looked at her like she was violent or anything like that. But then again, you don't know who you're entertaining. Like, you don't know who people are. They come in, we met each other online, and you don't know people how they are. I don't know what happened. I can't speak on that. She left back in January. We had no contact with her. She trolled us. The girl from the salon got with her, and they was all trolling us and calling me narcissist and all of this stuff, and they went their separate way. He just came through for a life experience, or to figure out, she's figuring out herself in life, and she went back to Babylon, what we call it. So whatever happens when people leave here, you can't hold carbonation or me responsible for what these people are doing. But on the same note, I do understand that the press and the media wants to understand why she would do something like that. So they start digging and looking around on why would this girl do something like that. But in the end, you probably will find out why in the end. I don't know if she was being abused. I don't know. It's reported allegedly that her mom hit her on top of the head and she stabbed her. That has nothing to do with carbonation. And it's unfortunate that she's going through that. And no matter if she called me a narcissist and talked dirty about us or not, we still give her compassion. Exactly. Like we still feel for her because I know how it feels to be in jail. And I know how she's probably feeling right now, knowing that, yo, she murdered her mom. Like, yo, like she has to live with that the rest of her life, bro. Like, so yeah, it's compassion at the same time, but there's also a disconnection, and I wanted, a disconnection from there to be like, yo, don't be trying to like affiliate her now with carbonation. Right. When she was trolling us, she was basically saying I'm a narcissist and all that. And just because she was here for a week and a half, figuring out if she wanted to be here or not, don't make her a member. She's not a member. A member is mean that you are a part of us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's what the comments are from me. What happened with Nefertiti.
Now, Nature Nut. Now, Nature Nut. Passing through. What's your point, Nature Nut? Passing through, you done damaged her as she passed on through. If she could say all of these things about you, she spent enough time there, okay? She didn't pass through and just found out these things about you. There is no passing by and got so much to say about you because she just passed by. Again, I tell you guys, think about what you say. We got people that who is Natreboy name is involved or is connected to people that is not here anymore under his doctrine. Under his doctrine. Messing with Nature Nut for some people, it's like people that have been in a war. And I'm going to say war, but like more of a war in your mind. But sometimes when they come back, they are never the same. They are never the same because of so much stuff they have witnessed. So many things they have seen with their eyes. A lot of them cannot come back from that. He wanted a pound time higher frequency island. Yo, Nature Boy looked like he's 60 years old, sitting at the man. Listen,
It's unfortunate on a human level. I feel sorry for her. And I really feel sorry for her because she has to live with that for the rest of her life. And we forgive her for bad mouthing us and talking about me like when she was gone. I forgive her. We are always willing to forgive. We're always here. You feel what I'm saying? But to associate it to carbonation is just not okay and it's not right. And I want y'all to make sure that y'all do what y'all can to make it known how long that girl was with us and when she left us and what she said when she left us. And we don't need anything else connected to us.
To get into it, the real reason why I left carbonation was I think carbonation was just a little bit too extreme for me. The knowledge resonates with me, but I don't agree with polygamy, just my personal opinion. I don't agree with polygamy. And I tried it though. I tried it. I gave it a shot. I can do it. I can. I don't have a problem doing it, but I don't prefer it. I feel like in polygamy, the women can tend to get catty and petty really easily, and I feel like the underlying energies that the women have towards each other are just very combative and just kind of like ready to attack because they all have one man in mind that they're kind of subconsciously trying to fight for, and low-key they all want to be with him just by themselves. So I feel like, yeah, that can kind of project outwards, and I really don't like that unnecessary drama. I'm a private person. It was hard enough for me to share space with that many women. Like, I really need time to think and like process my own thoughts and really just hear myself and be able to meditate and differentiate between like how I feel and how other people feel. Like, is this my energy that I'm feeling? Is this someone else's energy that I'm feeling, you know? And I feel like I really didn't.
Did you hear her? She says she had to ask herself, is this my energy that I'm feeling or somebody else's energy that I'm feeling? Did you hear that? Their mind is so messed up, they don't know who energy they are feeling. So if she left there and did not know whose energy that she's feeling, who energy she had when she had that confrontation with her mother. Let's carry on. I need for you guys to listen. You finished?
Have that there, you know. I couldn't really fully express myself either. I felt like I wasn't really heard when I wanted to communicate how I was feeling or anything like that. But on a real note though, like, there was some really cool people. I had a good time with them, and I learned a lot while I was there, for sure. Like, a lot of my demons came out, and I was able to, you know, realize that there were certain things that I was running away from and I needed to face, and I was able to see those aspects within the other women as well, which helped me, you know, heal myself, which was really cool. So I'm grateful for that. At the end of the day, it is what it is. It was an experience, and I'm grateful to be home. I'm grateful to be back with my daughter. Well, I will be back with her in a few days. And yeah, it's been a journey. It's really been a journey. Oh, did I leave on my own accord or did I get kicked out? That's a good question. They told me to leave, but it was a test. They wanted to see if I was going to be loyal and still fight to stay. And I just knew at that point, like, this is not for me. I just knew it wasn't for me. So I decided to leave. And honestly, like, my whole perspective has changed on like leaving Babylon and like getting to the tropics, you know. I'll get there in my own time. I'm not gonna rush it. I'm not in love with the system. I'm not in love with Babylon. I still subconsciously like think about Babylon crashing and what I need to do to make sure that me and my daughter are safe, and definitely working towards that. But in my own unique way, in my own time, this is my own journey. And shout out to Ra, because she's out here doing the same thing, really just getting herself together, getting on her 2 feet and reestablishing, you know, having a mind of her own. And I really look up to that and appreciate her for, you know, her testimony with what she went through. So yep. Why I left in the first place was, it's a really good question. I left because I felt like I needed to heal. I felt like I had a lot of mommy issues. I had a lot of daddy issues, and I felt that they were inhibiting me from being as emotionally available as I wanted to my daughter. And it really hurt me. And I was really afraid of like perpetrating and like demonstrating some toxic behaviors that were revealed to me from other parental figures in my life. At the time, I felt like a little bit unstable because previous to having my daughter, I had been like super crazy. I was so crazy, had a lot of emotional issues. I had been in a couple mental institutions, and then I had my daughter, and I was very, very like scared that I was going to show her these qualities of myself that I really wanted to fix. So I was like, I'm just gonna take some time away, and I'm gonna heal, and I'm gonna be back
You
for
run
her
to a
because
call.
my daughter deserves unconditional love, and she deserves a mother. And I want to be a mother more than anything. And I have those nurturing mother qualities. I have a Pisces moon in the 4th house, so I have that. It's just it was very damaged, and she's one, and she's starting to be more conscious and aware of how people react and like mirroring people. So I was like, I really got to learn how to get my emotions under control. I got to learn how to dress like a woman. I got to get my sexual energy under control. You know, I got to heal myself and really be that mother figure that I wanted to have, and like really embody those nurturing qualities and be more emotionally available to her. And not many people in my family understood why I was leaving, and they were really mad at me. But I knew that I would be back. And it's like now that I'm back, it's almost like I never left and no one was ever mad at me, because I think they just feel the energetic shift. Like I really did that work, and like carbonation really helped me so much to like behind the scenes of like proclaiming the knowledge and all of that. There was really a lot of like inner work done there, like heavy.
Hold on. Hold up. Wait. Now, you was having problems. You left your house, but listen carefully. When she came back, it's like, yeah, Jack. Yeah, we there, Jack. We are definitely there, Jackie. It's not. It's like she never left. So either somebody lying between her and Nature Nut. She was able to heal herself, but Nature Boy said she was just passing through. But then she said, from all that she couldn't wait to get back, like she never left. This is important for people who think the Drone Sisters is going to come back into society, regular people. They're not going to come back regular people. So you're going to have to, if anybody be involved with them people, you are going to have to pick one and really stick by one person, one of their side, and get them the help that they need. You're not going to possibly able to do that for all of them. It's possible, but ain't possible. There's no way. She said, I left, and it's just they was mad at me because I left. And it's just like I came back like I didn't leave. She came back healed. Look what that healing got her. So Nature Boy, if she got healed, how was she just passing through? How was she able to go through stuff just passing through? But we'll carry on. I'm trying not to stop it too much for you guys so y'all can get into the story. I'm always lost when these Nature Nut talk. What was the knowledge again? See, the thing is, when we constantly see, being that life is repeated because there's nothing new under the sun, right? And forgiveness is a very big thing, because while you're not forgiving, you now become a parent. Even if you are a good parent to your child, that does not mean your child thinks so until they become a parent. They want all of you. You got to work. You got to pay the bills. You got a money management. You're tired to take care of you, right? And they all harbor these feelings, even if you are a good parent, until they become a parent and they realize these lights don't cut on by themselves. You know what I'm saying? The heat or the AC don't keep itself on. The rent, you don't live rent free. You got to do things in life. So that can also impact a child. When they come parents, then they, oh, I see. But while they're in there, they don't. So you're harboring something that you have no control over. You're going to have to forgive because you will be now going to be asking for forgiveness. Even if you think you are the best, you will be asking for forgiveness too. Because every person is different. Everybody internalize how they feel about their parent differently. Same mother, different kids, 50 million opinions. Right? 50 million opinions. Until that one of them have multiple kids. Right? Then they understand, oh, my mother wasn't favoring this one. This one just needed more help. Or whatever. Well, let's carry on.
Heavy shadow work that really just causes you to face yourself. Like, you can't run from yourself. Wherever you go, there you are, you know? So it's like, regardless if I was there or here, being consciously aware and trying to fix those things, I definitely did get a lot of that inner work done that I wanted to get done. And I'm in a really good mental space now, and I'm going to be consistent and stay committed to my daughter and not leave her like that again. Do you feel like any of the members want to leave but are scared to speak up? Funny you said that. I felt like someone there wanted to leave but they didn't have another option, or I don't know, but I don't think that, because they all know about the power of manifesting. So I feel like I almost felt like there was a reason why they couldn't leave, but they wanted to leave. Well, I've kind of felt like from that person that, like, the way that they looked at me was like, I don't agree with how we're treating you right now, but I have to do it because this is the tribe I chose to ride with. I could honestly see that in some of their eyes. So I was like, I feel like you're a genuine person.
Well, I think obviously the biggest question that we have, right out the gate right now is what happened. Can you kind of tell us in detail about the events that led up to this situation?
Yeah. It all started one morning after my mom and I had previously gotten into an argument the night before over some chores, specifically doing the dishes. There had been tension in the home leading up to this argument regarding job matters and financial difficulties influenced by COVID-19. My mom and I initially lost our jobs after quarantine. She was able to start working again. I wasn't able to return working at my former job for another 6 to 8 months. I could begin to sense some resentment from her towards me because the budget was tight and she needed more help than she made mention of. I really understood her frustration, and I did what I could to make ends meet by starting a boutique online selling candles and meal plans so I could save up and move out eventually with my 1-year-old daughter. To lighten her load, I started going above and beyond with cleaning and cooking and alternating buying groceries for the family, to pull my weight and compensate for living there when I didn't have much else to give. I was feeling really frustrated because I was feeling frustrated because I began to have a lot on my plate between managing the business, taking care of...
Now, I hate to stop it, but The same way the same way I'm trying to tell you guys. I don't know what even made her mother think her coming out that coat, things go back the same. Things do not go back the same. I don't care how they try to disguise it, how normal they try to appear. We are the ones who's supposed to be having common sense. And common sense, the issue is Nature Boy exploited and Pops was about washing dishes too. What? What? Nature Boy exploited Velvet and Pops was about washing dishes. What? Don't make me go find that, Marquise. Wow. Washing dishes. Wow. See, y'all don't know these key words and stuff. Who was supposed to wash dishes? Nicole, she still hasn't. She's not going to show. I told you guys that already. She's playing chess, not checkers. Like Ninja, you gonna wait to see this one. That's to make him suffer. That's to make him suffer. Ain't no Ninja. You gonna sit back and scratch your head. No, you cannot see this baby, damn it. That I already knew. I knew that part already, for real. Mm-hmm. And as I would not blame her. Pops and Velvet got into it over washing dishes. That's what? What? Marquise, you probably done cracked the case. Marquise done cracked the case. She done cracked the case. Marquise done cracked the case, damn it. Don't say washing dishes around these people. Don't ask them to wash no dishes. Because, hey, whatever happens may happen. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Whatever happened might happen. That's a key word. Wash dishes. But I'm saying it as a joke, but for real, you don't know what certain keywords they have. And the mother should have never, ever let her back in the house and telling her, she got to pay for this. Not when she was getting stuff for free. You want her to work and do what? You should have took her ass straight to, again, we don't know how to deal with these people that are still mind control. We don't know. When you just turn somebody free, you set them loose, even slaves, right? Even when the slavery was over, they was like, some of them didn't leave. They didn't know what to do. They didn't know what to do. Like, you free. They're like, where I'm going. Like, where am I going? I'm free to do what? No, massa. Can I stay, man? I'll work for massa. Can I stay? They're like, no, you free. So can you imagine being in a cult? Same shit. Like, what do I do? What do I do? I've been conditioned for so long. I have to ask to go to the bathroom. The things that we take for granted, they do not. Wow, the dishes don't lie. Sergeant, I ain't messing with you, girl. But the things we take for granted, somebody who's locked up in their head or locked up behind bars, do not. When you have to, can I use the bathroom? When you get told to go to sleep, told to wake up, told to do this, told to do that. When it's very awkward when you don't have to ask. It's like, wow, I could eat. I could do this when I want to. Up until they set free, a lot of them, I can't say it's been a lot of cults over the year, a lot of cults. So I don't speak for everybody. I don't speak to everybody who's been in the cult. Can't speak for all of them. But a lot of them, they don't know what to do. Like, somebody been in jail for so long. Like, they come out of jail, like, what am I supposed to do? Times has changed, things has changed. Like, I don't fit in this world. And at any point in time, they could pop it off. They don't have that process of thinking things through. They don't have that is gone. Oh Lordy, I didn't even see that. I got to go check that out, Nick. All right. A lot of them don't know how to process how you feel about anything. They can't process all that things that normal people can process in their heads. It's not going to be processed in their heads. That is gone. What we think they're supposed to care about, they do not. They don't know how to even reason. They have to learn all of that again. They have to learn these things. They have to learn how to reason. They got to learn how to care what you're talking about. They got to learn not to manipulate. Of course, they seem nice. You go to any cult, they all seem nice at a cult. Then they're not. They all need help, but are we supposed to, the society supposed to destroy themselves? And where they get that money to even buy the Zaza? Right? Who's giving them money? Y'all thinking that, oh my goodness, they got money. Who bought all that Zaza? How much that Zaza cost? They taking y'all money buying Zaza and stuff. That man still have support. They belong in jail. The ones who's continuing to do things belong in jail because they are still programmed. Whatever he tells them to do, they will do. And at any point in time, even if you're going to use them, if I'm not mistaken, Natreboy is going to use them to come up on the stand. But in all reality, they're going to catch a case they damn self. They're going to catch a case themselves. Who lured her back in that damn house? Who did it? Are they co-conspirators? He didn't do it by himself. And the minute they all catch separate cases, the minute they all have different cases, they cannot protect Natreboy anymore. Even if they want to, they cannot. Because now they have to tell their own story. And all of their stories have to match up. And you don't know what type of questions that they could sit back and think of 50 million questions that they may ask, but some people is trained to think of questions you ain't even thinking that they're gonna ask. And if Zoka think that baby not gonna come back up, she done lost all her mind. Well, she did already. She did lose all her mind. She did lose all of her mind. But let's go.
Household duties and my 1-year-old daughter, and I needed help. Ultimately, my mom and I were both bearing a heavy load, trying to maintain and keep the walls from caving in. The stress caused us to butt heads, and long story short, one morning my mom and I had a heated argument over the dishes as I was putting them away. At one point, as we were arguing, I grabbed a steak knife with the intent of putting it away, off the towel with some other dishes, and I'm grateful that my brother was able to witness the order of defense as well and advocated to the judge. So I get the steak knife off the towel with some other dishes. And as we were arguing, my mom noticed the knife and she demanded that I put it down. And she was standing in front of the knife block at the time. And I didn't feel comfortable setting down the knife on the counter beside us because this wasn't our first domestic violence situation, and there is a record of, abuse and neglect. So I wasn't feeling comfortable putting it down and stab me with it as well. So I said no. And the second after I said no, she aggressively started attacking me by hitting me over the head with her fist, punching. And the last time that this happened, she actually left bruises and scratches on my face, but I didn't retaliate. So I kind of let her just hit me for about 4 to 5 seconds ruthlessly, and then after about those 4 or 5 seconds, I instinctually stood up from being cowered down and jabbed her in the shoulder once with a knife as self-defense, standing my ground. As soon as this happened, I couldn't believe what I'd just done. I was absent-mindedly aware that the knife was even still in my hand while we were arguing. My reaction was natural instinct. I never intended to hurt my mom, let alone stab her with a knife. I immediately dropped the knife and tried to call 911. I didn't find out that my mother passed away until after I was taken from the scene to be interviewed at the Miranda interview by the detective.
Oh, now how you didn't intend to hurt your mother, but you said that you did not put down the knife because you were scared that see how lost these people is? Do you see how lost these people are? You got that right, Marquise. Like she's ordering lunch. I hear that. See what I'm saying? She was saying she's trying, just like they do. They try to double talk. They double talk you and shit and think that we're not listening. You arguing with your mama, and somewhere down the line, you snapped. When she said put the knife down, why didn't you just put the knife down? So you had an intent when you said, I thought she was going to take it from me and whop me. They got from NAAIP. Who got what? Who got what, Miss Leo? Who got what? You mean in NAAIP America? You mean the law firm? You mean the social media? Like which one? We done seen like a good 7, 8, and I didn't even keep strolling. So we seen like 7, 8, 9, 10 damn NAAIPs. Which one? Did she do fist aid? Well, first she said the mother towered over her. If the mother was towering over her, maybe that was the argument. And then she said she had scratches on her face. Again, this is what happens when you're under mind control. Oh, yeah, Paula. Mm-hmm. She has. Oh, thank you, Jackie. I knew that MB was lying. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
I thought she would live for sure. I'm still having a hard time realizing the severity of what happened. I realized regardless of self-defense that I had just unintentionally killed my mom. I immediately left and asked God and my mom for forgiveness. Anyone who hides their sins doesn't succeed, but anyone who admits their sins and gives them up finds mercy. Proverbs 28:13. But I just wanted to go into depth about the relationship with my mom.
I know you do have a video on your Instagram page that you made for viewers that's titled, I think it's titled "Why You Hate Your Parents." And so I kind of wanted to know if you and your mother had a difficult or complex relationship prior to that.
The relationship that I had with my mom growing up wasn't ideal. Like any other family, we had our ups and downs. I know that to my mom, I represented a shameful aspect of her imperfect past that she couldn't seem to get away from. She dealt with a lot of guilt and shame for having me so young at 15, especially growing up in a church. And I can imagine she didn't know how to cope with such a heavy burden at such a young age. So I know that she harbored resentment towards my father because she raised me by herself, and not only that, he was unstable and made really destructive choices, which probably humiliated her to some extent. And I think it was natural for her perception of me to be kind of influenced by her shame and resentment towards my dad. I was a spitting image of him that she had to account for and take full responsibility for what probably felt like ages. And I know that she loved me and cared for me the best that she could. But she was forced to grow up pretty fast, and her youth was robbed by her choices.
Blame it on her mama.
Growing up without a dad and with these like underlying feelings with my mom, I became kind of like tremendously.
You cannot tell me that ain't got Nature Boy written all over it. What does her sitting up there trying to break down her mother is going to explain why she do y'all hear this shit? She trying to sit up there and break down her mama. You don't hear no accountability here at all. If that's not how Nature Boy, them carbon nothing speak, I don't know what to tell you. Listen to how she's talking. Well, because of her mother, and then she had me at a young. What that? No, they want to know why you did that. We talking about you. You see what I'm saying? No, you didn't know if you would return. Stop lying. Doesn't that sound like how a carbonation person, a carbon nothing person speak? They want to break you down. No, break your own stuff down. Let me tell you about my mama. No, let's talk about and like she forgive her. No, she not here no more. She ain't here no more. And the way she's talking now is just like carbon nothing. No, this her telling the story of Jack. Who both lying? That's her telling the story about why she took out her mother. But we'll carry on.
Behaviorally and emotionally affected by this, and I know that I made some decisions based off of conditioning that kind of shattered my innocence and made my mom feel ashamed and like she failed as a mom. So she kind of had a hard time forgiving me because she had a hard time forgiving herself for her past. So I'd say a lot of the choices I made growing up were based on like behavioral patterns and choices.
Okay.
So, I mean, eventually though, our relationship got a lot better, and it was after I kind of delved into spirituality. I started to study psychology online, like DIY, to try to heal my wounds from my parents. I spent most of my teen years like locked in my room, watching Infinite Waters Diving Deep, Gil Swan, and later stumbled upon Nature Boy, and those were my only really like remedy for escaping at the time. So after that, after a year or so of just continuously trying to heal myself and soul searching, we were actually able to create the loving bond and friendship that we wanted for a long time. Like the saddest part is that we did so successfully up until the event that took place, and I can only imagine how much greater our relationship could have potentially evolved. I just still can't believe this happened, but I know she forgives me, and she would want me to do so as well.
Okay. Thank you for that. Let me ask you this. Do you believe that any of Carbonation's teachings influenced you to do this? Because I know Eligio speaks vocally about abandoning your Babylon family because they don't share the same frequency as you. So in sense, just because you share the same blood doesn't make that your family. So do you believe that those teachings might have played any type of part in your decision to do this or have the reaction that you did?
No, Carbonation had absolutely no influence or affiliation with this event.
Okay, got you.
Of course not.
Let me ask you this. What is your relationship like with your grandmother right now, your mother's mom? Are you two still on good terms after all this?
Actually, she was the first person that forgave me and requested to be taken off of the the no contact order with my family. She's actually witnessed the years of abuse and neglect and, you know, just mental abuse that I've endured growing up. And so she actually is standing by my side more than ever during this time and helping me to fight this case by advocating to the judge what she's witnessed in my life so far. And I'm really, really grateful for that. She loved me like she loved me before, and that speaks volumes because that's my mom. You know, this is a big situation.
And have you been made aware of the amount of time that you may potentially serve in the event that they did find you guilty?
No. I have no idea.
Okay.
So, Mariah, you and I have both decided it would be best to do a follow-up or part 2 of our initial interview, just to clear some things up that might have been misconstrued during the first part of the interview. And I really felt it was important to give you the opportunity to do that so that we didn't leave the door open for people to assume things about you and or your situation that may not necessarily be true. So I want to take this time in the second part of the interview to try to bring some clarity to a few things, okay?
All right, sounds good.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. So, Mariah, one of the biggest responses from the initial interview is that you came off as very scripted, and therefore some of the answers seemed rehearsed and ingenuine. So I want to take this moment to put out to the public that some of the questions asked to Mariah were given to her ahead of time to make sure that she felt comfortable answering them. Obviously, we're on a collect call, and we wanted to keep the interview moving along as quickly as possible. So I took the liberty of giving her some of those questions ahead of time in order for her to be able to think through them a bit and decide whether or not she was okay with them. So, Mariah, can you tell the people why you wrote down some of your answers versus just responding to them impromptu?
Yeah, so I wrote down like pretty much all my answers. I wrote down everything. It was all scripted, and I was aware of this and intended on doing so because, you know, I just really wanted to make sure that I got across what everything I deemed as important. But
you hear that bullshit? You hear that bull crap? Questions that she's comfortable with answering. That she's comfortable with answering. And she had to think about the answer. So that would make it scripted. You wanted to get the point across that your mama was damaged and not you. Your mother was damaged, which in return you damaged, and you go on to the court. Now, when they was doing whatever they was doing to you and up in your face, and you called them narcissistic, you did not lose no part of your mind trying to protect yourself from them. Or is it because you could not protect yourself from them, you took it out on your mother? Did you get flashbacks or something when your mother was yelling at you over the dishes? Even though I don't understand, but the mother is not here to answer or anything. But again, I'm just going to be saying this in general. I don't know what you expect from these kids when they come back home, but do not try to put them on a normal nothing. I see that mistake a lot. You want to put them back into reality. They're not in reality. All this, okay, now you home, rest up for a little bit. Now go on and get you a job. That's not going to happen. Now you be responsible and take that. That's not going to happen. That's why you cannot come back to my house. You cannot. I will make sure you get the best help that you could get that's in my power, but you cannot come back to my house until you are all the way deprogrammed. It is baby steps letting these people back in your house. Baby steps. And there are places that you can go that deals with this. Even if you have to leave your state to go to another state, even alcoholics and people who do drugs, sometimes they have to leave their state for the services. So even if you cannot afford it, you find a place that you can afford or that could be free and that could offer it. And that's where you send them. They don't have to be, they've been gone all this time. Why would you want to think that, oh, we can't send them out? Oh, yes, you could. They've been to country, God damn it. They can go to another state that could help them. Y'all want them to come home? No, no. These people are not even, they're not safe to be around their kids. They're not safe. So it was 100% scripted. As usual, they get out what they want to get out. But let's carry on. We almost finished, guys.
I realized though I wasn't even able to fully capture the essence of what I really intended on saying. And yeah, I just wanted to talk more about that.
Okay. Okay. Understandable. Okay. Another big response from the community is that while you were giving your answers during the interview, you seemed to lack any sort of emotion. And because of that, it came off as if you weren't very remorseful for your actions. How would you like to respond to that?
I would like to say that I definitely am feeling an array of emotions about what happened. And I haven't been out in the real world or experienced the reality of not having my mom yet. I've received a couple postcards with pictures of her on them. I haven't heard any music. I haven't been to a funeral. I haven't heard my mom's voice like many people on the outside have been able to experience her spirit. But within these four walls, it's almost like I'm repeating the same day over and over again. And so my grieving process is going to be different. Some days I feel I just cry and I think about all the good memories we share. And I didn't get to reiterate and go in depth on how much of a beautiful relationship my mom and I had actually built leading up to that point.
I don't know, it just kind of felt weird when you went, but I was just watching to see how it would play out. Like, yeah, I feel weird about it, but let me see what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Because I felt like you were smarter than that. That's the thing. Like, man, you seem like you intelligent. Like, why?
You see the trap? Do you guys notice the trap? Do you see how these people come out of the cult, right? And do you notice how people talk to them like they ain't been in the cult? Look at homeboy, everybody who's talking to them thinking that they are quote unquote okay. They thinking they out the cult and they are okay. Look how with the homeboy talking, she's smiling. She's smiling. Look at homeboy talking to her. Look at her smiling, and people think they okay. They out. No. Let's go.
And that's what I wanted to ask you. Like, what was your intentions for going?
My intentions were going were I felt like I didn't have anywhere else to go, and I had been following their knowledge for a while, and I'm like,
she has been following their knowledge for a while. Natreboy, I thought you said she wasn't. She didn't know your knowledge. She said she was following you for a while.
Hey, I love learning. I love knowledge. I love traveling. I'm trying to get to the tropics myself. And my family rejected me, so it just seemed like a perfect package,
Now, people after they leave the cult, they get interviewed, and this, in a sense, might help. Poor Janae. They interview these people too quick, and as you see, their mind is not right. Their mind ain't right. Oh, you went over there. So what made you go? People talking these questions like these people are normal. And look what she did. Lord, not the knowledge again, Nick. Usually people don't make it out. Natreboy didn't give the chance to mix the cool. Baby. Okay, Paula. I hear that, girl. He did though, technically, allegedly, them STDs, that's the Kool-Aid, baby. That's the new Kool-Aid, the STDs, the pass that Kool-Aid to other people, not just the people that's there, but spread that Kool-Aid all around. When you get out of here, you're gonna keep spreading that Kool-Aid. Well, let's carry on. People do these interviews same way, Janae. A lot of people did interviews right after they left the cult, but their mind ain't, as you see, the mind ain't right. The Kool-Aid is the gift that keep giving and giving and giving.
Right. Because that seems like the common theme of people that join him is like people who might be in a dark place, might have no one to turn to, might be looking for self-discovery, and they might not be so hip to someone who's like a Eligio, who comes from what I would call like a con artist, manipulative, swindler. He's slick at the mouth. He could talk real fast and, you know what I'm saying, manipulate your emotions to his doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I see that shit, and I see that theme that he's constantly finding these people who are in that position, in that state of mind where it's like he seems like a salvation. And there's another question, like, do you feel like everybody there kind of feels like that?
But she got to go blank.
I'm sure they do. Like, I mean, to even understand the knowledge he teaches, you gotta be a little bit smart. So I'm sure that they thought about that, but I think it's more the fact that they may be in so deep that they have nowhere to go if they were to leave, maybe, so they don't want to leave.
Right, cause that's definitely the vibe that I get from Tron, because like Tron comes from fucking Idaho or some shit, like you know what I'm saying? Kind of, I guess,
yeah.
well-off white family. He's a tall black dude. It's like he definitely sticks out like a sore thumb and the oddball out. And I'm pretty sure he wouldn't probably want to go back to that lifestyle, or you know what I'm saying, or stuff like that. Like they don't want to go back to their normal life. They would rather deal with him than deal with their real reality. You know what I'm saying? Like, does that seem like the case with everybody there? Like, they would just be like, fuck it, I'm gonna stay with Eligio and deal with his bullshit, then go back and deal with that.
I'm sure, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You don't know what to say. Look at her.
I definitely said the other day, like, I would rather somebody be in carbonation than to kill themselves. Like, that's just, like, that's the only option. But, damn, there was another question. Yeah, what's up with you and Bright, man?
Me and Bright. Bright is my homie. She's my sister.
So y'all still good?
Yeah, we're still good. We talk every now and then. She's dope. She's literally like my soul sister.
What's up?
Yeah.
So like y'all talked about that before she went, because I was wondering like how you go but she don't go. Like
I know, right? At first, she was the one telling me that I was gonna go to hell if I didn't go, like, type shit. She was calling me like, "What are you doing? You need to have a mortal in your name." And I was just like, and then I ended up going, but yeah.
So Bright put you on to him or something?
No, we both had known about carbonation prior to us being friends. It was just something we related on.
Okay. If your mommy asks how old, you hear me?
What'd you say?
How old are you? So how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
20.
20?
Yeah.
Yeah, so young, yeah, intelligent. But you know, sometimes you gotta go through these experiences to really learn yourself. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause if you didn't, then you'll still be where you was 2 months ago. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you had to go through this to get where you going. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't judge anybody that
Yeah,
go there. Cause like I don't know where you at mentally. Like I don't know what's going on in
exactly.
your life. I don't know where you might be on the edge, ready to jump, and I come on this motherfucker say some crazy shit, and now you just like fuck it. Now I'm back in that dark place. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely what you don't need. Cause the misconception people get is that like everybody hates everybody that joins carbonation. That's not the case. Like people see what we're doing and we're really concerned about y'all. Like not him. Like we worry about y'all and y'all being mistreated, and y'all being used and abused and X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? Cause y'all young people, y'all looking for knowledge, y'all looking for, you know what I'm saying? You try to find yourself out here in the world. You don't want to judge y'all and put y'all down, but like if you join a nigga like him and then you doing what he's doing and agreeing.
He's making the same mistake that other people make, right? The mistake of, again, we do care. We want them to get out. They got beaten, abused. And it's not that we don't care, but again, what should we believe? Either we believe they're brainwashed at the moment or they're not. They're brainwashed or they're not. So if they're brainwashed, as everybody says, then you need to leave them be. They don't understand. They don't understand the part where, hey, we care about you. We love you. They was taught that nobody cares about them. Right? Their job is to get what they can get out of you and bring it back to daddy. Right? They get people to bring that money. What's the first thing they do? Buy the Zaza. They took your money to buy Zaza, to go take to him. Because he got them people up at that jail pushing up on his ass and being that he called himself God or whatever his name is. They figure, well, you bring the drugs in then. Because nobody that I know is going to bring us no drugs, right? No, I'm in here for life, right? I ain't going to do no more time. But you may get out, but you want to get out alive, right? So you better call your worshipers and tell them to bring that Zaza up in here. Because nobody I know going to do it. Right? You said you God, I've been here a long time. Nobody's going to bring me nothing. Nobody's going to risk, hey, Miss Pinky, nobody is going to risk their lives, their freedom to bring us nothing. Being that you God, you go call your worshipers because they're going to do whatever you say. You call them, right? And you tell them bring that Zaza up in here. You ain't the dealer. We taking your sugar out of here. We taking your shizit. We taking your shizit. Go and get drugs, damn it. And he like, okay. But again, as you look at her face, people talk to them like they got help. They didn't. They didn't. The other lady who left there, they thought that she was okay. Nothing. She's not alive anymore. Her mother, not alive anymore. We still ain't heard nothing from that other girl. Remember that other girl who posted ran out in the middle of the night? They said she was safe, but we never heard no confirmation that that girl is safe. I don't know if y'all remember her name, but a lot of people was running in the middle of the night, running for their lives. Oh, hope Natreboy goes. No, that will not be televised. That will not be televised, right? It was an article, but I can't find the article. Sugar to go good. Nah, that's because he's still at he's still at 60%. I think it dropped some now. He like 20% now. He was 60%, 50%, but he done dropped out. He thought he was gonna levitate and shit, but that didn't happen, right? that didn't happen. But I do want y'all to understand this is what all of them are promoting, which we don't understand. It was an article. I can't find the article, right? But there are more. It's a rise. It is a rise on social media cults, right? It's a rise. And that's what, when you sit up there and you try to protect them, what happened is there always been cults. Always. There's always been cults. But because of people like Nature Nut and all the other guys who starting all these bootleg cults online, that shit is getting real. It's getting real, right? Rise of the digital devotion, because social media create new cults. Oh Lordy, X that out. Okay, here we go. In a world with ever increasing uncertainty, information overload, and blurred lines versus right versus wrong, they are bound to be a plethora of unanswered questions. Humans don't like the feeling of not knowing. We seek the comfort of answers. When faced with life complex questions, we look for guidance, solace, and answers. Across generations, there have been learned men and women, charismatic figures, and religious leaders who have assumed, had opened up so I could read this. I ain't got my glasses. The role of providing these answers, right? This is what we refer to as devotion, i.e., loyalty or enthusiasm for a person or activity. As the Gen Zs and Gen Alphas, what the hell is a Gen Alpha? Damn, a Gen Alpha age, they will also start looking for these answers or seeking these answers, right? The way we consume information has drastically shifted over time. A section of the new generation will resort to traditional sources, books, religious leaders, and gurus. However, a large chunk of the new society will consume short form and digital content. The generation that is already hooked on social media won't artificially create boundaries of what type of content they see online versus offline. Any content that resonates or provide answers will continue to catch the attention and respective of the channel, right? A new breed of leaders. Today we have social media influencers who communicate regularly and shape and alter how their followers perceive this world. While I personally don't prefer to call them leaders, they already possess some of the capabilities of being one. Most influencers already have a great sense of followers / people out there. They know how to create engaging content. They are good at mobilizing people to act on something, maybe small. They have experienced how people start building belief and faith in someone who provide answers, whether it's beauty tips or whatever. Now look at this. This is what we need to be. Oh, people. Thank you, Paula. I don't even know. I don't even classify myself. I don't even know what the hell I am, right? They be putting all these things on us. But the thing is, We're going to look at some more. But this is what we need to be concentrating on. Because it's more drones that's out there. And Nature Boy showed you how to do it the wrong way, right? He showed them how to do it the wrong way and get your money and bring in your children. On all being done online. Now, all the other stuff will not be online, but they just like with Nature Nut, some of them didn't know till they got there, and they're already trapped. They are already trapped, right? Now, let's see some more, right? The rise of cults in America, right? It's a growing phenomenon, right? The cults and a few online. Now listen to this, right? Cults and a few of our online counseling experiences. People like, oh, you can't find it. It's there. The truth is that most cults survive because a few affluent members funding the cult and their lifestyles. Let's see what they say here. Let's see. Look at this. Now, this is the perfect recipe for scared people who are desperately searching for answers and solutions. It's also the reason why the U.S. alone boasts over 5,000 cults. That's more than double the numbers in 1978 and way more what ends up on your TV and your screens, right? The "it won't happen to me" argument. This is a classic argument that most of us will use at least once in our lives. It's because this argument makes us feel safe. It creates a divide between us and them, the good guys and the bad guys, and with good reason, because realizing that the line between us and the monsters out there is mostly imaginary. Anyone capable of pow pow, falling for a scam, becoming part of a cult is an incredible, scary thought, right? From research, we know that those who join cults are generally middle to upper class people. You hear this? Middle to upper class people from the more advanced segments of the population. In fact, study done with 31 former cult members showed that 61% of them had more than 12 years of education under their belts. It won't happen to me argument is a dangerous one to have when it comes to cults because it will actually make you less alert and even blind to the fact that you might already be getting involved in one, right? So these are some of the things they do. But the thing is, right, we got the doomsday cults, the political cults, the religious cults, the ex cults, the Arthurian, the author, you know what I'm talking about, cults. It is extremely difficult for an individual to function independently. Arthurian. It would be extremely difficult for an individual to function independently from the rest of the group, and most of the authority is kept by the group leader. We got the extremist beliefs, we got the isolation, The group themselves has detached themselves from society. The narrative and the members of the group has also detached from friends and family, right? There's a pivotal figure. Wherever there is a cult, there is a pivotal figure leading the group who enjoys the admiration of the group to such an extent it borders on worship, right? But we do know that get ready because it's going to be more nature boys. Wow, I could start, yeah, girl. Affluent members, the members who are donating large amount, the people a lot of money to the cult and were never on camera. Yes, 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 coffee. And also the people that don't want to see it as it is, like the people who wants to see justice. Justice is, if we don't do something about nature, now, baby, you gotta, even though the other ones might be a little bit more careful than Nature Boy, is show less on camera. They're gonna show more love on the camera to get you there. They probably won't go through the extremes as Nature Boy is doing, but no, they're not starting when they're telling you. A lot of people are already, even in social media. Minute somebody tell you you can't go to somebody's chat, or my people better stay my people, you are now in a cult. You gonna think what they think. If they down with that person, you down with that person. If they mad at that person, you mad at that person. Right? Them are the people that's a little bit too much invested. They're too much invested. Now it's different if they got your back. It's a difference between having your back and watching somebody go at somebody and you feel emotionally attached. Remember, they here to put on a beef. You don't have to feed the members only yourself. So if we're going to cover cults, we have to cover cults. We got to call a spade, a thing, a thing. All this hoping, no. What they did was open the lane for more cults, online cults. Just like Nature Boy studied people before him, now he became a cult leader, right? So now the people who are studying people before him and they're studying Nature Boy may want to become a cult leader. All Nature Boy's information came from other cult leaders. So he like, I want to do a cult. It's a low cost running operation. I wish I could do that. But my dog and my cat and stuff. But either who, again, we're trying to protect. Oh, they brainwash. Oh, I feel bad for them. No, baby, they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. They're creating more cults, just like they're creating more branches. They like the power. They like people feeling sorry for them. They like people sending them money. And if other branches are being made, they done made a whole damn Indian reservation. They done became a whole Indian reservation. Yes, they did. They done stole them people's name. They done wrote the damn DA. I wish the DA write me some damn. I wish somebody, I'm a DA, and somebody write me some dumbass letter like that. I will no. Everybody got to go, just for playing with me. Everybody, you dumb man. Girl just got there. Talk about and how he's being. Nobody know how Nature Boy's being treated. Y'all not in there. Where are all the letters? Like, who you get this information from? Nature Nut, the biggest liar that can be. That's who you get your information from, and you want us to believe you? I don't think so. It's gonna be a lot, baby. Hold tight. We don't know who we're gonna be covering next. So I guess I don't know. You better just start being sorry for everybody. Shit. I'm sorry for the people who didn't make it. I'm sorry for the people that, we supposed to feel sorry for, that people don't want us to feel sorry for. But like I said, them dummies, and they go up on there, I don't care how much they practice, they may end up catching a case themselves. So either A, they're not brainwashed, because if they're not brainwashed, they are going to be held responsible for everything they did. Again, what should we believe? They're brainwashed, then either way it's fucked up. Either way is fucked up. Pardon my French, you too. Either way it's messed up, right? Either A, they brainwashed, so that means they are still under his command. And they would do whatever he says. That include do something to you. Or B, they're not brainwashed. So that means they are now held responsible, willingly held responsible for everything they did. So either way, they are still a menace to society. Brainwashed or not, the stuff that they have done, they are still a menace to society. Like mine, baby, get ready. Get ready. There's gonna be some more coats there. They don't set it off. Nature Boy done set it off. Yeah, it is deeper than Nature Boy. That's why they're not letting Nature Boy. It's deeper than Nature Boy. A lot of y'all kids is gonna watch what y'all kids do on these damn internets. That's why these kids start flipping on their parents and shit. They be telling your kids to do all these type of things. You don't even know why your kid doing it. Or your grandkid is doing it. But guys, I am out of here. Let me play my little goodbye song. Yes, I am. I'm playing my little goodbye song. And then I'm out.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name, check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain, I ingest, I retain, assess and I change, possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints, money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague, we all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name, all our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be, living in a time where disease is on every screen, I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering, negativity is a plague for the mentally weak, no mercy, all I got is working, never stop searching, never quite so thirsty, I'm toxic and psychotic, with this logic you can't stop.
I'll be back later, guys.
Chaotic. Go to last with the webs I'm weaving, I can change the past with all I'm achieving, got my foot on gas, never stop competing, if you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em, make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em, if you take off the cast, you can see all the healing, if the pain's in the past, move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas, no, never stop competing, yeah. I've been doing this, I'm on it, I just wanna be iconic, sipping on a gin and tonic, got me going off when I'm on this topic, yeah. If I ever play, I want it, you know that I'm always honest, stay away from those who are toxic, keep them out your face, no way, you don't want it, yeah. Don't try to drain my energy, the enemy is everything, it's mentally, unhealthily, spreading like a rare disease, but I won't let it get to me, I don't need your therapy,